Wayne is a great rapper. He's great with words. He's never said anything to make you motivated. He's never made you feel something that stuck with you. I learned more about success from Jay-Z than I did my own father.
Who was tuning in to Lil Wayne for gems? All that Russell was saying is, as I matured as a man,
he was talking about a bunch of
I
nothing.
realized that A, he wasn't talking about nothing, fine. And then was probably, like he said, I grew up in these communities where I knew individuals that wanted to join gangs because that's what Wayne was putting off.
I don't think somebody has been a bigger disappointment for me when it comes to specifically black issues for a black man more than Lil Wayne in the last 15 or so years. Because before we get into the era that we're in now, there were issues with Mike Brown, and they would talk to Lil Wayne and be like, hey, how do you feel about this young man that was murdered in Missouri? And Lil Wayne's quote was, as long as my bitches love me.
You niggas have not done nothing close to what I've done in my career in life.
You believe that? Oh, yeah. You do say, you said half.
Welcome back and what's good? This is the Furious Robinson podcast, and I'm your host, Furious. I'm here to document ego, power, leverage, and accountability in media. Salute to the winners. Hit the like button early. Drop a comment for the algorithm. Subscribe to the channel. This is a Sick Times media production. You see the planes? Brother, I can't hold you. It's looking egregious in the light. Can we now put some respect on Lil Wayne's name? Trying to essentially have disdain for the greats. That's not the rollout I expected Rock Nation to hand off to you as they wanted to get you moving, but it's corny. And then Ray Daniels interjecting and reframing the conversation. We don't care if Rick Ross motivated you more than Lil Wayne. That's moving the goalposts. We're talking about substance.
Lil Russell's not wrong. I can't think of when I think about catalogs, that's why I like Ross so much, because Ross motivated me. Hove motivated me. Kanye taught me. Lil Wayne just rapped.
Did you not hear Georgia Bush? Did you not hear I Feel Like Dying? Did you not hear I'm Raw? Can we please move out of the way with these corny conversations? And then we got Ebro.
There's a whole conversation we was having even back then about Wayne being, high on songs and being high and rapping like this and being all that and the cups and the foam cups and the lean and the weed and that a whole generation of artists thought that that's what they needed to do to be popular. That's been a conversation for a long time.
Netanyahu, I don't capitulate. Speaking about Lil Wayne, when he had the opportunity to speak on Mike Brown, he didn't. Come on, man. I'm not looking for Lil Wayne to give me a TED Talk. It's selective morality in 4K. All of them are moving the goalposts to fit some weird narrative that Lil Wayne is still not him in 2026. I don't care what you say. Lil Wayne had a dominating era where he moved everything out the way. Everything. Your GOAT, he moved them right out the way. So I don't know what you call that, but I'm going to unpack it in this video in real time because we got to make it make sense.
What happened to hip hop?
Get the fuck out of here.
Get the fuck out.
Get the fuck out.
The ego in me is always like, nigga, I'm not gonna apologize for some shit I wasn't wrong. Nigga, I wasn't wrong. You feel me? But the human in me that's growing is like, nigga, it don't matter if you feel like you was wrong. Someone was offended by your actions. These niggas on social media on some bullshit. And you know what's crazy? I ain't no sellout. I ain't in the Illuminati. I still live in my community. I just came from my mama crib. If anything, I'm a nigga you should celebrate a champion. I made it from my backyard.
I'm not here for no Nickelodeon rap.
Wayne is a great rapper. He's great with words. He's never said anything to make you motivated. He's never made you feel something that stuck with you.
And can we stop pretending like Wayne did not shape an entire era? Just because Lil Russell went on a healing journey and decided to elevate into a new man, now Lil Wayne does not have substance. Now he has disdain for Lil Wayne's bars. Can we make it stop in real time? Because I get it. You want to go on your knees for 444 respectfully. I get it. Rick Ross motivated you in the gym. You want to hear conscious rap. But respectfully, I'm not looking for Lil Wayne to give me a TED Talk. I don't want Lil Wayne to be my finance manager. And I'm not asking for a therapist.
I don't even like want the energy of niggas debating Wayne's legacy to be around me. This is really a war of perspectives. I meant no malice. Like, nigga, I love Lil Wayne. I would never diss that nigga legacy. Like, that nigga mean too much to me, right? But that's me living in me. Like, I know when I said it, I meant that. But perspective is key.
Why I call Lil Russell Nickelodeon rap. This is clout math. This is how you farm engagement. Because if you're going to say something about one of the pillars of hip hop, one of the generational GOATs, say it with your chest. Because I'm not mad at the critique. Obviously, everyone is not going to love Lil Wayne. I get it. But when you come out here and create the discourse and then you can't even stand on your takes because respectfully, you understand that it's a goofy take.
Because how it's received don't always be how you sent it. If you offend a nigga, you have no jurisdiction or right to be like, well, I didn't mean that, so you can't be offended. The punch landed on me.
You haven't even really put no real skin in the game of hip hop, but you were critiquing Lil Wayne. How much sense does that make? So I understand the backpedal. I understand that someone made the phone call. They even gave you the PR memo to read on screen. Say how much you were right. Say how much your ego was involved. But at the end of the day, you hurt people's feelings. So why not apologize and let's move on? Man, f that, man. This is clout chasing in real time. This is how these goofies roll out their albums.
I learned more about success from Jay-Z than I did my own father.
Wayne, come to the backyard. Or you could be like, nigga, fuck you. Nigga, after all that. And I accept that too. I accept both of those. But nigga, I love you. And we would love to have you in the backyard with the choir in the bed and do something special.
Spoke about Lil Wayne like he was a random rapper. Like he was Honcho or Rugrat. This not Boston Richie, bro. And the nasty part about it is they walked him into it. And I get it. You got the Rock Nation talking points. You got the Jay-Z 2-hour conversation. You didn't have to spend the $500K. But at the end of the day, if this is how they rolling out the Lil Russell album, respectfully, I don't want it, bro. It's better on mute.
Wayne is a great rapper. He's great with words. He's never said anything to make you motivated. He's never made you feel something that stuck with you.
Can someone explain to me who is Ray Daniels? As he quietly moves the goalpost to Saudi Arabia. We get it. Rick Ross and Jay-Z motivated you to get more money. I understand 444. I understand luxury rap. Respectfully, get your Basquiat. But at the end of the day, can we put some respect on Lil Wayne's name? Because I heard Sky's the Limit. I heard I'm Raw. I heard I'm me. What are we speaking on? You're speaking out the side of your neck. You're speaking outside of your body. And that's sometimes why I don't like these talking head podcasters. Because at the end of the day, they're going to say anything to fit the running narrative on the timeline.
And by the way, I think Lil Wayne heard that and said, shit, cuz right. If you think about Lil Wayne's greatest lines, they were never anything that inspired you. Like that made you want, that made you want to get up. Like Jay-Z's allure. Like Jay-Z's allure. Like Jay-Z's imaginary players. Like you just rapped about, like
Ray Daniels, maybe you weren't there. Maybe this is not for you. But to speak on it like Pusha T isn't speaking about on every album. Like Rick Ross isn't getting off on luxury rap. What are we talking about? And I get it. He motivated you to get money. That's dope. But we got to stop hating on Lil Wayne for clout. It's looking nasty.
Like I said, Wayne is the reason why we have tricking culture. He did that.
You believe that? You do say
As you continue to move the goalpost, as you continue to give this anecdotal information, so somehow you know Lil Wayne so well that he does not care about the community. Culturally, coming from Ray Daniels, Lil Wayne don't care about y'all. Who is looking for Lil Wayne to be their father? Why do you want Lil Wayne to be your therapist? This man don't know you. He's doing a job. It's called entertainment. And as an executive, as an A&R, you would think that someone that has sold so many records as Lil Wayne would get some respect. But no.
I don't think somebody has been a bigger disappointment for me when it comes to specifically black issues for a black man more than Lil Wayne in the last 15 or so years. Because before we get into the era that we're in now, there were issues with Mike Brown, and they would talk to Lil Wayne and be like, hey, how do you feel about this young man that was murdered in Missouri? And Lil Wayne's quote was, as long as my bitches love me.
And now we get to Ebro, and this is where I go left. Bringing up Mike Brown to critique Lil Wayne, that's too heavy. That's not even light commentary. You're invoking a moment of real cultural trauma, but then doubling down and pivoting into some neighborhood blood timeline debate. These humans are goofy.
Who was tuning in to Lil Wayne for gems? All that Russell was saying is, as I matured as a man,
He was talking about a bunch of
I
nothing.
realized that A, he wasn't talking about nothing. Fine. And then was probably, like he said, I grew up in these communities where I knew individuals that wanted to join gangs because that's what Wayne was putting off.
Not every rapper is a political leader. Some rappers reflect chaos, aspiration, trauma, escape. You can't retroactively demand activism from every artist and then use it as a ranking system. What are these guys doing? That's selective morality. A lot of these boys is shifting the goalposts based on convenience. They want it to fit a narrative. If I look into Jay-Z's bars, I can find some babble to make me want to pimp hoes and get to the bag. And I can be balanced. Wayne has a massive catalog, so I get it. He's not talking corporate bars like Jay-Z. He's not getting into a more political, activist, retrospective bag like Kendrick. I understand. But we still can't use that as a leveraging point to essentially undermine the creative messaging that gave us what we are now. Wayne held us down for years, while all of your goats was sitting in the sidelines trying to create fashion lines and trying to be in the videos. So we just got to understand the game that a lot of these companies are playing. Because I can't put this all on Lil Russell. I really don't know who Ray Daniels is, and Ebro is fighting for his life on that last contract at Apple. So a lot of these guys to me are doing anything to survive in the algorithm. That's the game we play when it comes to COE. And right now, Wayne seems to be the topic of conversation, so I get it. But I gotta hold the goats down. What are we doing? Wayne represents a mixtape era, the lean era, studios at 4 a.m., no filters. The chaos built the foundation for the polished machine you see now. You can critique the chaos, but you cannot pretend that he didn't build the house. And this isn't about defending Wayne emotionally. He's solidified. This is about accountability in media. If you didn't challenge him in the moment, don't rewrite history in hindsight. And respectfully, I don't care about you guys' healing journeys, your elevation to wherever you're going with the sixth chakra. Who cares? Wayne created an era. There's no debate here. Drop it in the comments. Did Wayne give us what we see now, the DNA of the culture? Or are they looking for inspirational, political, conscious rap bars? Hit the like button for the algorithm. Subscribe to the channel. This is the Furious Robinson Podcast, a Sick Times Media production. Stay dangerous.